Deep in their roots, all flowers carry the light. Oh, that was a quote from Theodore Roosevelt. Yeah, I bet you liked it. So, because aren't we all flowers in the end? I think so. Okay, so I couldn't get this camera to center as usual. I was going to use my GoPro, but I forgot to charge it. Go figure. Alright, so what's this video? This is Peaceful Wife, or Warring Bachelor versus Peaceful Wife. I think it's 4, maybe 5. Check the title. But it's the next installment of Warring Bachelor versus Peaceful Wife, okay? This one will be about the Mind Stone, alright? So, I don't know if you all are familiar with, I think it's Marvel lore or whatever. But there's an infinity gauntlet and it's got the little stones, and the stones govern different things. Well, I've been dealing with the Mind Stone a lot, right? Controlling my thinking. April Cassidy, aka Peaceful Wife on YouTube, issued a challenge to her subscribers. Now I took a break from her videos. I said, quote, I'm gonna start ignoring your videos, but then I was like, well, you know what? I could just not watch all of them, but also not ignore them, right? Because some of them do pertain to me. So, I gotta work on my moderation. But what was her challenge, you ask? She challenged her subscribers to take a 21-day fast from negative words, okay? Well, I barely talk, right? So for me, that was just like tantamount to saying, hey, Ryan, don't think negatively. And for me, like, I know I just said for me twice, but yeah, it's definitely for me, right? Because that's really difficult. Like, it'd be like asking a fish to live out of water almost, compared to how my mind normally works, right? So I noticed I got into this trap or this loop where I would try to change my feelings, right? And try to stay positive based on my feelings, and then just kind of ride off that. But then I would get like into my thoughts would undermine me, right? To undermine, right? Literally in this case. And I would just, cynicism or skepticism or, fatalism would take over. And next thing I know, I'm right back to depression, level. And I think that Miss April might have caught on to that somehow. Because, or if not, the stars aligned and whatever, right? Because she doesn't talk to me. I don't blame her. And her channel's for women. Okay, let me be real clear. But, here I am, right? I'm my own thing. I generally am like, what line? so, yeah, I don't really stick to the social mores too much because I don't want to be arbitrarily controlled. But she, I guess, noticed this because her 21 days until Lent, which is coming up, and I'll be doing some stuff for Lent. I might make a video about it afterward, but I'm doing something special for Lent. But I'm gonna keep doing this after, right? Because she said 21 days, and I remember thinking, I checked my calendar, and it was like 22 days until, because she like released a blog post, released a video, released another blog post. Wait a second, they're like days apart. Wait a second, it's like 23 days until Lent. What's 20? Why is it got to be 21? So I was like, that's a little bit too suspicious. So I went ahead and researched it, and 21 days is how long they say it takes to form a habit. So I was like, okay, tricky April, tricky. So that's why I call her advice mommy. She's crafty. She's crafty, And I don't just mean in the making of things kind of crafty either. Probably, she can probably sew or all that mom stuff. But yeah, so I was like, okay, so you're officially tricking me, because everybody who knows me, and especially her, because she's got me on a number of things where it was like she challenged me to do it and I did it, and it turned out great. So, but I was mad at her, right? I was mad at her because, I don't want to be same old stubborn idiot me, not idiot, I shouldn't say that, right? Seeing progress, stubborn me, yeah, idiot me, no. So, like getting in touch with my mom, doing Lent, stuff like that. Meditating and, a little bit on God's word, not just regular meditating. So essentially, I think she kind of figured that out and issued a challenge, air quotes, so that, yeah, and she caught herself, me, because I was like, a challenge? How did you know my weakness? That's my weakness right there. I'm not that guy who just do anything, but I'm like, not too far distant from that guy. But it has worked really, really, really well. So what was the challenge? It was take 10, make, what was it? Before that challenge, right? To abstain from negative words. There was a thing that she did where it was like list 10 things that you're thankful for. Well, I did it every day, and I've done it every day since. And let me tell you, it's gotten pretty difficult at times. But then I realized, it's just because I'm weak in it, right? Like, sometimes pleasure hurts. Like, if you're really, really negative all the time and all you really know is pain, feeling good is like bad. It feels weird. Like you're not in control of yourself or something. So, or like my brain's working in ways that it's not used to it. I don't want to do that. So, okay, this video is getting to be about 6 minutes. I know some of y'all's impatient. I'm really, I got a really high metabolism. I just feel like running and doing about 10 things. So, I'm one of them. But I want to say, I challenge you all to challenge yourselves. List 10 things. List those 10 things. Abstained or fast from, if you like that word, from the negative words. And your brain will change. This is cognitive restructuring. For a long time, I was amotivational about applying what I knew about cognitive behavioral therapy, for instance, because I was like, what's the point? And the point is, I now know, is it feels good and it's easier to be productive. Because I knew it would be easier to be productive because I'm like, punishments don't really do much for me, but then rewards didn't do much for me. So I was like, meh. But here's the thing, when you feel meh, you're not really as go get 'em as whenever you're hopped up on Mountain Dew, as they say. So, so I was doing a lot, but not near as much, right? I've made friends since I started this challenge, at least 2 friends, and making friends for me is nigh impossible. I may have made myself a girlfriend. All I'd have to do is say, yes, yes, meet me here, and it'd be a done deal. I would run women off like that in no time. I mean, really quickly. Because, they might be impressed. They might look past my obvious flaws. And still be impressed. Financial stuff, all my stuff, you guys know my stuff. So they might look past all of that and then still they're going to be like, can't do it. Right? So, but now, it didn't take long, people. 21 days is not long, okay? So, April Cassidy, I'm looking forward to my next Infinity Gauntlet stone, okay? I need to get, fill that up. Got to catch them all. But I want to help you, or I want to thank you for helping me, earn my Mind Stone. And I'm going to keep working on it, refining it, checking out its qualities for another 40 days, all right? Now, I may suspend that for, a little bit just to see what happens, but, actually, I have a plan to make a few videos which have negative words, but it's going to be mostly experimental and mostly fun. Anywho, it worked, okay? Really, 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 really worked. Good on you, Advice Mommy. Later.